This is the National Emergency Alert System. Important details will follow after the alert tones. The following broadcast has been issued by the United States Department of Defense and the White House. This is a national emergency message alert. This is not a test. Cellular and internet services have been restored, but are under heavy restrictions to prevent further disruptions. Nationwide power grids have been restored despite several nuclear power plants being inoperable. The Russian Federation has made a surprise attack in Juneau, Alaska. Several towns have been taken. The Canadian Armed Forces are assisting militarily to aid in the defense of North America. All citizens of Alaska are advised to evacuate into Canadian territory. Borders are open to all American citizens carrying a valid passport, state driver's license, or state ID card. If the Russian Federation is occupying your town or city, comply with the Russian Federation soldiers. Resistance may lead to serious injury or death. The Russian Federation is also attacking other NATO members in the European theater. At this time, the islands of Taiwan are under attack by the People's Republic of China, and the United States Armed Forces will be aiding in the defense of Taiwan for the purpose of national security. At this time, the country of South Korea is under attack by the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, commonly known as North Korea. The United States Armed Forces will be aiding South Korea in accordance with the Mutual Defense Treaty between the United States and South Korea. At this time, the countries of Iran, Lebanon, Yemen, and the territory of Palestine are launching large-scale attacks against the country of Israel. Iraq, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, and Syria are hosting troops from Iran and Yemen for their war against Israel. A military draft has been instated for all eligible male citizens. Comply or face serious legal consequences. This is a broadcast of the National Emergency Alert System. Further information and instruction will be broadcasted when it becomes available. This is the National Emergency Alert System. Important details will follow after the alert tones. The following broadcast has been issued by the United States Department of Defense and the White House. This is a national emergency message alert. This is not a test. All citizens of Alaska are now free to return to the state. The Russian Federation has been pushed back off North America. If your home has been destroyed to the point it is no longer able to provide shelter, notify the Federal Emergency Management Agency so they may provide you with temporary shelter. The armed forces of the United States and the NATO alliance have pushed the Russian Federation back into Russian borders and are advancing toward Moscow. China has been pushed off the islands of Taiwan successfully, and the United States armed forces have begun an invasion towards Beijing. North Korea has been pushed back from South Korea and are repelling attacks with the aid of China. The countries of Iran and Yemen have been rendered combat ineffective by Israeli and United States military strikes. Lebanon and Palestine are now under Israeli military occupation. All of our enemies have been defeated or are near defeat. The United States and her allies will come out on top. All of our troops and our victories will be remembered throughout the rest of history. This is a broadcast of the National Emergency Alert System. Further information and instruction will be broadcasted when it becomes available. This is not a test. Please stand by. The North American population is under serious threat. Important details will follow after the alert tones. The following broadcast has been issued by the North American Aerospace Defense Command to the countries of Canada and the United States of America. This is a national emergency message alert. This is not a test. India and Pakistan have deployed nuclear weapons against each other. Iran has detonated multiple nuclear weapons in Israel and Israeli-occupied countries. China, Russia, and North Korea have launched nuclear warheads numbering in the thousands. Nuclear warheads are projected to hit every major base and city in the United States. There are too many projected locations to list, so all citizens are strongly advised to seek a fallout shelter now. If you do not have access to a fallout shelter, seek shelter in the lowest and most interior part of a sturdy building. Ensure you have essential supplies including non-perishable food, water, medical supplies, clothing, radio, flashlight, and spare batteries. You should have enough essential supplies to last at least 14 days. If you are near a major military base, you have 5 to 10 minutes until nuclear missiles detonate. Military bases are likely the target of Russian hypersonic nuclear missiles. All other citizens have 15 to 25 minutes until nuclear missiles detonate. Our defense systems will be overloaded and cannot stop all nuclear missiles. After these missiles detonate, the affected areas will experience radioactive fallout. Radioactive fallout is a byproduct of nuclear weapons and will last at least 14 days. Do not leave your shelter until at least 14 days. You should wait for an all-clear message before leaving your shelter. Sirens will also sound when an all-clear is being issued. This message is not a drill. This message is not a test. This is a broadcast of the National Emergency Alert System. An all-clear message will be broadcasted when it is safe. God bless the United States of America.